It's Monday morning, man. It's really cold. It's 20 degrees, so it's a little chilly today. I love the weather though. There's nothing I like better than, you know, really cold and the sun out, because it just, I don't know, I can just do a lot of work. But I'm not working today. Well, it's like I've been telling you guys, you know, for the last month or so. There's really not a lot of work going on, but there's not a lot of expenses going on either. So for me, as long as I'm not, I don't know, man, you would think that, you know, with skid steer payment and everything, that I'd be a lot more stressed out. But really, I'm not, man, because of the well, when I had the Bobcat out here, you know, I was a lot more stressed, because every job I did, I was afraid something was going to break, and a lot of jobs something did break, and it was never nothing really major. Well, I mean, major to me, I guess it being a major event or not is more about perspective than anything else, because every time I would do a job with the Bobcat, I was just so worried about, you know, something breaking and end up taking all the profit, and it did on a lot of jobs. But since having this Kubota, I don't really worry about breaking down, right? You know, and that's a big deal. So I don't have to consider, well, I do, but I don't really have to consider, you know, when you take on a job, is this going to break down? It's something that I haven't had to face with the machine itself. Now the attachments and all, that's another story. So, you know, the stump grinder has proven to be quite a good thing that I bought. I've made a lot of money with it. I'm really close to getting my money back on it. Probably haven't made the whole $9,500 back yet, but I'm pretty close, and I got, yeah. So I got 2 jobs to go look at today, and that's all I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna get the stump grinder ready. I got one job up in Noonan. I'm gonna ride up there. Some little old lady, I don't know, she somebody referred her to me. She doesn't do text messages, and she doesn't do cell phones, so I don't even know how she even functions. But there's still a piece of society, you know, of the older generation that are still not computer savvy and cell phone savvy and all that. So let me So I'm gonna ride up here and look at this job first. Well, because I know I'm not gonna do this job today. And then I got sawdust all in my jacket. I haven't drove this truck in a minute, man. But y'all know last week I had a decent week when you look at my when you look at what it cost me last week. I had a pretty decent week. Of course, I don't have any labor out here, so I don't have to generate a whole lot of money. I mean, at the end of the day. Then I got another job to go look at, and the second job is a job that I had. Well, I've done work for them before, and they're a little bit funny with the money. So last time I did work for them, I was dealing with the wife, and I ended up wasting a bunch of my time, because I went over there, I met with the wife, we talked about the scope, talked about money, and she said, okay, do it. And then she calls her husband, you know, and you know, before I have a chance to get back over there and do the job, you know, her husband was out of town or something, and her husband tells her, no, shit, they're not spending the money. This is back. Hell, this is back. This was I mean, this has been 6 months ago or more. I don't know, man, if I get this job I'm going to now. I may not even want to do it. I just want to see it. I went to the Google Earth image, and a couple of good things that I liked about this job. Number one, it's not too far from the house. Number two, the tree that she wants removed is right by the road. So I like that part, because you can pull a dump trailer up and you might not even need skid steer. Or if you do, it's very limited. So I like, those are two things I like about it, and it's a referral. So the money's not going to be, they're not, when I tell them how much, they're not going to be, you know, floored or anything. But I've been putting a lot of videos, you know, clips on Facebook, and I've been getting a little bit of work out of that. I haven't really been marketing for work, but I just been throwing a video up on the Facebook page, you know, just showing, you know, tree trimming, tree removal, and then the grinding of the stumps. I don't really understand everything that's going on with this one up here. She was trying to explain it to me. She's on city water, but she said that the city, and she's on city sanitation, I guess too. She said that the city said that she had to get that tree removed because it was blocking the water from going, and I don't understand how all that's working, that it's blocking the water from going from her house, you know, the gray water, or you know, sewage water, whatever. I don't know. And I don't know how a root gets into the pipe and then there's not leakage everywhere. I don't really understand. I don't know that she does either. So we'll just have to see when I get over here. Some things you're not going to want to get involved with if you're me. I'm not going to want to get involved with doing a whole lot of digging out by the road like that, because the only way to get it out of if the root of the tree is down in the pipe, like the city is saying. I don't know how they would know that, but I guess they know. They got ways of finding out. In order to get the root out of the pipe, you're probably gonna hit the pipe grinding the stump. I don't know. I don't know what, you know. She asked me if I knew a plumber, and I'm like, no. It never really occurred to me that what do people do, because the plumber's not going to be able to grind the stump out. I mean, some stuff like that where you see it and you're like, I wonder how they're going to do that. I mean, because if I decide to do the job, remove the tree and the stump, then there's going to be we're going to have some kind of waiver for me not to be responsible if I hit that water line. It's not a water line, she says. I don't know for sure. It's not the water line that goes into the house. It's the wastewater line going out to the street. That's what she said. Now, I don't know. You never know. Somebody could have told her that, and blah, blah. So, but we just want to look at it today while it's beautiful. And then once I leave from over here, I'm gonna go over to the other one, and this back on the other side of my house. Okay, guys. So this is the tree right here that she's talking about. Okay, first things first. Can I actually do the job? Well, the ground's flat. The man lift. Well, I could do it with a man lift. Okay, but if you're out here solo, you might not want to take on nothing like this. This is more for, especially if you have to haul it out of here. You need a chipper truck, a chipper, and about 3 guys to be able to do this, because it's pretty big, man. I'm not really worried about how big it is. What are we gonna do with everything? Because, you know, I can back the man lift in right here, and I mean, it's a pretty big tree, y'all, and it's really not that complicated. But shoot, I'll be about $2,000 for that tree. If you have to haul it out of here, yeah, and then you're probably gonna have, well, yeah, you're talking about a full day over here with the man lift, right? And then, you know, if you rent a chipper, you still don't have a place to put the chips. You're not going to be able to take the pieces to the back because of, well, you can't put the machine on all this Bermuda. You see how big this tree is? Look at all the water meters and lines and all right here. So you can't, there's nothing you can do down through there. So you can't haul it to the woods. I'm gonna go in here and talk to her on the phone, but I don't really think that I would want to do this job. I mean, I'm not really set up, even at $2,000. You need a chipper over here to make money. Because how many loads of this would this be to get it out of here in my little 6x12 dump trailer? Right. And then they want this one, in theory, they want this one down too. Y'all hear that 6.2? So this, you know, if I had good help or something, man, I mean, I could no doubt do it. How long would it take? It'd take me and another guy 2 days if we have to haul it out of here. And there's no other way to do it. You gotta haul it. And you have to be smart. Okay, so where's the dump from here? That's what you gotta ask yourself. The dump from here is, well, but there is no close dump. Any dump from here is 20 miles minimum to any of them that I go to. Well, I mean, I can do the tree, I think, but man, I really ain't rigged for nothing that big solo. So I need 2 trucks, 2 trailers, the skid steer, the man lift, stump grinder. Hell, day one, you can come over here with just the man lift, and yeah, the man lift will, and then you have to hand load it into a dump trailer. Yeah, I don't see probably around $2,500, man. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Now the city might pick some of this stuff up, but that's it right there, y'all. I mean, there's not a chance of hitting the house or nothing. Okay, y'all, so I don't really, you know, I I don't know, a good tree guy is a guy that knows what not to fool with. You know, if I had a couple of good employees working with me, I would, you know, that was, you know, been working out here, I could definitely, well, I could do that. I could do it solo if I really wanted to, but that would not be a smart thing to do. There's a lot that can happen. You know, you're right in this neighborhood. You don't have no really place to park a lot of equipment. The only good thing about it is the man lift can go right up to it. Now, ideally, what for me and how my little business is built, especially going in, you know, being in the winter and all, that would be an ideal tree to trim, right? Removing it is going to be a little bit more than probably what I want to do, and it's probably going to be more than what they want to pay. I don't see me removing that tree for less than $2,000, and then I don't see me grinding that stump for less than $300 or $400. So you're going to be at, you know, 2 days, $2,400, plus you got to go to the dump. Going to the dump is a big deal. Well, Ray, there's all kind of things you can do to minimize that charge. Yeah, okay, they can put a dumpster out here. Now what? Where the hell are you going to put a dumpster out here? And then the timing would have to be impeccable. A dumpster would be, that would be cheaper than me hauling it. Especially if they put the dumpster in the right spot where I could drop the limbs from the tree. So, you know, she's gonna be looking at, I think, and y'all tell me what you guys think. No matter what route I take, I like the dumpster route the best based on everything here. But I don't think she's going to want to spend $2,000 to get the tree down, and then, you know, another $400 on the dumpster, $450 on the dumpster. Because I'd get that whole tree in a dumpster for sure. You just have to weigh how much trouble it is, and everything. I really don't want to do it, to be honest. It's going to take a lot of logistics on my end, and then her being older, it's going to be some communication problems too. I never in a million years would have thought it was that big when I think about when I look at the pictures on the Google Earth. The Google Earth pictures are showing it much smaller than that. But 2,000 does not even get the stump. I guess if we put a dumpster out here, then I could do it for 2,000. And that don't include the stump. I'm gonna be wary about the stump because of all the water lines and all the stuff going on right there. You're not gonna catch me and get me liable for anything that's already happened. Not that she's trying to do that, but that's kind of how the cake will fall if you don't put safeguards in effect. But I really don't even need her to come out or nothing. I don't know, it seems pretty big to me for something that I'd want to do. And I was thinking, you know, that's why you got to look at these shops, man. You can't just look at a picture from the Google Earth and, you know, when I looked at the picture from Google Earth, I said, oh, that ain't nothing. Then I looked at the date on that picture and I'm like, oh shit, that's freaking 12 years ago or whatever. Now that tree right there would be great firewood too, just not this year. And they're notorious for putting these pin oaks and stuff in these neighborhoods like this. I wish it was a tree trimming job where I could charge about $1,500 and just trim it up and haul the limbs off, but the tree's gonna have to be removed. And if I tell her $2,000, she says, okay, let's do it, then I'm gonna be like, you know, because I'm solo, man. I don't have anybody out here to help me. But I don't see how you can do it for less than that. You know, if that tree were in the middle of a farm somewhere, I could do that tree for $500. But the logistics here is just makes it where you're gonna have to have the man lift. You're gonna have to have the skid steer when you get down to the bottom of it. You're gonna have to have a way to load it out of here. But there's a dumpster here, I can do it. I'll make a mess. I definitely have to have somebody help me. It's really not a risk factor of it hitting anything or nothing like that. The ground is level for the man lift. Man lift go right up in there and trim it up in no time. She could easily spend $3 grand, and I still wouldn't be making a fortune. 2 days over here with help. I just don't really see a big profit in it, man. But see, if I had a bunch of guys working for me, then I would bid this job at $2K and keep moving. And then we'd do the other tree too if they wanted to. But I gotta have qualified guys out here that can run chainsaws and stuff, and I don't have any of that. That can think about, you know, what tool is needed and all that. And then, you know, skid steer over here in this little bitty area is really, you know. So I'm gonna call, her name is Kate. I'm gonna call Kate and see what, but I really don't want to do the job. So what do I do here? I'll give her the price, man. Be at $2,400, man. That's where I'm gonna be. I guess at $2,400 I could do the stump. Is that, you need a dumpster over here to where you don't, because the dumpster can hold 10 trailer loads of my dump trailer, and you don't have to go anywhere. Shoot, for both the trees, even if I did both these trees for $5 grand, that seemed like a lot of money, but man, it shows you I'm not rigged for you know, big time tree work. You need a chipper to do stuff like this and make money at it. How many loads out of here? If you ain't doing a dumpster, you can't even do this. I can't even do this job and make money at it if I'm not doing a dumpster. You know, that's what you got to be thinking about. We're going to do with everything. There's going to be a lot of debris on that, on this one. There's no way you're going to get all that in a dump trailer. I mean, 3 loads. You'd probably have 5 or 6 loads. Then you'd have to have the man lift, skid steer, and the dump trailer. It's worth $500 just to not have to. Yeah, $500 will get it. We'll get a dumpster here. Now I don't know what HOA and all that's going to be saying. Yeah, I don't really know, man. Let me call her, man.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Told me she'd be here. I don't know if she's here or not. It's not going to be a job that I'm going to want to do. I'm not saying I'm not going to do it. I'm just saying that it's not the most logistically friendly based on, you know, my personnel right now. So I'm kind of glad she didn't even answer the phone because, well, I did what I said I was going to do. Told her I'd come up here this morning and look at it around 10, and that's what I did. So if I had guys working with me, I'd do that job. It wouldn't be that. It's not that hard of a job. I got all the equipment it takes to do it. I got everything it takes to do a job like that. I just don't have no damn help that's, you know, that's any good.